Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you today?
I'm okay, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. Hopefully we can get this done. This take. Nikki and I have had a fit of the giggles just a minute ago because we did a terrible introduction.
I'm complete brain fog with what we were saying. Um, but anyway, so welcome to One Line Wonders. This will be week 9. And it's our second week of Farmvember, which is our November farm prompt special of photos we pick, take it in turns to pick from our own farms in Devon and Somerset. So we've got another 7 photos, bit of a mix of animals and buildings and farm machinery and views. So we're going to sketch 3 of those today, aren't we?
We are, yes. Well done. That was a much better introduction than we just did.
Yes, and we're going to mix it up a little bit, and
Yeah,
because we're going to do some we threatened to do color first last week, didn't we?
we
And
did.
then realized that it would take quite a long time to dry to then do any line work over the top. But I have recently bought some watercolor pencils, just some Derwent, really reasonable. I think this set's under 15 quid for 12.
Wow, that's
Um,
really good.
yeah, and I haven't really had a chance to use them yet, and it's not really a technique I'm massively familiar with. There's really nice colours, quite quite
Oh
muted,
yeah,
and
that is a nice.
they are quite bright, but they're nice. And I have also got my other graphitint set,
Yes.
which are lovely, and also Derwent, but they have got a bit of a shiny finish on those, haven't
Yeah, well, that's all. That's what I've got today. I do have some other ones which I could dig out as well, but I have they're not a set, but a selection of Derwent Graphitint.
Do
I
you
like,
not have the Faber-Castell? Any
I've
collection?
got a small selection in my pencil case here, so I can grab those. Yes.
I have to say, I think the graphitint ones that you've just shown and the bigger set I've got
Yeah.
would probably lend themselves quite well to the one what we're sketching
I
today.
was just going to say they are good for autumn as well. That sort of like and
Mm.
winter, that kind of because they're not massively bright in that sort of,
No.
primary kind of colours.
Yeah.
Um they're quite dark and moody, aren't they? Well, not dark, but they're a bit more
Yeah. Yeah.
atmospheric.
They're muted, so
That's it.
that works quite well. Not moody.
Moody, muted, sorry. Um
But
right.
yeah, so we're gonna do so we're gonna watercolor first,
Yep.
watercolor paint first, um, and then just use some watercolor afterwards to
Yes, because we were just looking at we're going to draw day 9, 10, and 11.
eight,
8, 9, 10.
8, 9, 10.
Sorry. And they're a little bit challenging. So we thought it would loosen it up a bit and just give us something else to think about, really, just by using a slightly different technique. So yeah, I've just dug out all my Faber-Castell ones, so I have a
Oh
sort of
yeah, they're
selection of.
nice.
So I can use those too if I want to. Actually, there's a nice Payne's grey in here, which would be good for a bit of line work. So, with that
Yeah.
said, let's crack on. I
Oh,
will.
hold on. Yeah, I need to move my camera. One job today I am doing is buying a second camera.
Yes, then you can just use your document camera as a document camera.
So yeah, I don't have to fuck about with this all the time.
No,
Oh, oh God.
down
Right.
there. There we go.
Okay.
Right, so I've got
Hang
my
on then.
watercolors and my color pencils all strewn about my desk very messily.
Oh,
Um,
same.
Take
I
your
haven't got
hands.
enough space.
No,
Oh,
I think I might need a separate desk
four.
for this and just general art.
Mm.
Although
Yeah.
that's just a bigger desk is what I need, and then I'll fill that up and it'll be twice as messy.
Yeah, I'm not sure it'll ever be big enough. a
No,
desk.
no, you're right. Just needs to be a bit more organised. Maybe more pots and things to storage for
Hmm.
tidying away.
Right, okay,
Right.
so you are literally going in with paint first.
Yeah, I've got a paintbrush and I'm just wetting some paint. So this is your goat. This is Blossom, is it?
This is Blossom, lovely little nanny. Well, we joke, we kind of go, we don't know whether she's a friend or foe, really. She kind of comes up, she always comes up for lots of attention, but then she can kind of just randomly ram you. Um, and I don't know whether it's in a friendly way or not really.
Oh,
Um,
bless me.
but she was very ill a couple of years ago, and it was a rush to the vets, and she she got better, but ever since then she's had a really wonky neck, like it doesn't go straight. So although this angle is a bit odd anyway, I think quite a funny angle, her head is
Oh,
on a
bless
tilt constantly, but she's very sweet. Um, and yeah, she's had a few babies, and she's hopefully pregnant again. We'll have more babies in February time. So right, let's go for it.
Cool. So I've got a kind of quite watery so that I can do a bit of watercolor over the top maybe, but I'm just going to try and get the shapes in. I'm not going to worry about her eye. And let's see how this goes. I might be deleting this video and starting again.
No, this is way out of our comfort zone. Well, it isn't. I mean, goats, let's face it, are one of the hardest things
They are hard.
to draw. I nearly put my paintbrush in my coffee then. Let me just
Oh
move that.
gosh, yeah, my coffee's a bit close. Because due to aforementioned lack of space everywhere. I was trying to leave that white bit there, but let me see what I've got going on. She looks like a donkey. So, do I bother with the straw bales in the background? I think I'll
No,
do
I don't know.
the part of the metal kind of thing she's on.
I'll take that ear off because it looks a bit odd. Right, I'm going to go and try and do a bit of watercolor pencil now.
Yeah. So, oh, do I do a? Might do. What is this? Port. See how that looks.
Well, that's quite ready, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, she's quite ready.
Yeah.
Right. So, because what I love is that you don't have to wait for it to dry. You can kind
No,
of.
and this is the one thing I was finding when we were on holiday, and hence why I've bought some more, is I just found if you just want to do some quick stuff, then to have to wait for the paint
Mm.
to dry was just a bit of a pain, really. I haven't left any white, but perfect.
No, me neither. But it's a loose sketch.
Indeed.
Well, I'm quite enjoying
I'm
this.
enjoying this. Color of blue, dark indigo, which is not the color I thought. It's quite nice to have a break from um ink.
Yeah, I didn't really because I didn't want to take a fountain pen with me. I used quite a lot on holiday, just colour pencil for my line work, and I
Yeah, you
didn't quite
did.
enjoy it. I quite enjoy the sort of holding it in this way and sort
Oh
of
yeah, I'm doing
moving.
exactly the same as you instead of rolling it.
rolling it. I really enjoy that sort of getting that different line.
And do you know what? It's really smooth when it's wet,
We
which is
just
why
love that feeling.
they come into their own, these watercolor pencils.
Yeah.
What I might get.
And then you could go back in and do another bit of
Yeah, I mean,
water to
I'm using,
reactivate if you want to. So I'm sort of going in with a bit of a darker colour here while the
and
paint.
I'm using a bit of white gel pen now
Oh yeah.
because it's dry enough. Just to add some of that white in. So
Yeah,
that
I
works
should do
all
the
right.
same. Get a little bit of white in your eye there, Blossom.
Yeah. What are you using? Oh, jelly pen. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was a white Caran d'Ache for a minute. Neo.
No, I haven't been organised enough to get all those out.
And then I need to do.
But that would work. Right, I mean, yeah.
Oh, I like that, Ems. I've got a
And the head a
ground
bit
her.
big. But then that is the foreshortening a bit, isn't it?
It is. I've just got to ground her on something because she's floating at the moment.
Floating.
Mm.
Yeah, it's all right. I'll just write Blossom.
See what that looks like with a bit of, and then adding water after. Also quite nice, Emma. Adding water after.
Yes, I just did that on the Payne's Grey I
Oh,
was doing.
slightly overexposed. So what day is this? Day
Oh, 8.
9, 8.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm glad we opted to do that. It makes a change.
It does, Emma. Actually, quite a nice way of sketching a little goat.
Mm-hmm.
That's sweet, Ems.
You too. Oh, look, you like the angle you got on her head.
Yeah, I managed
Nice.
to do that quite well. So I
Yeah, and
continue with
again, what I
that.
could do if I did want to add the background, I could have done
Let's
that in a bit.
let's take some time. Normally we rush, or not
Yeah,
rush.
I'm just going to
But,
add a bit of the this.
do a
I've
bit.
got this Faber-Castell, which is in
Oh
light
yeah.
yellow ochre.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going to add that behind. Very scribbly. And I could add some water to that. Oh, got pencils for the win.
Yeah. She's got some lovely markings, Blossom.
Day 8 done.
Nice. Oh, nice, Emma. Have you splattered?
Mhm. Yeah, I just had a bit of that paint that I'd used to.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Right,
Nice.
one splash wonder. Right, next is, oh God.
Where are my bits of paper gone? There.
And we're doing the same technique for this one.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to be really loose with this because this is quite a tricky one. I'm going to basically do the shape of the Land Rover like that.
Okay. I'm going to follow your lead.
And then a bit of blue sky. We've got lovely, lovely view in the background here, but I've realised I've gone in a bit a bit heavy-handed with the Land Rover already. Perhaps could have left that just blank, but I'll just try and distinguish a bit of foreground with a darker. There's nettles, beautiful nettles in the foreground there, and a big
Well,
tree.
it's for Celia, isn't it, as well, I can see. Is this your...
No,
Oh,
it's it's just a pasture field that Mark was probably fencing. A bit conscious that this might bleed in, so
yeah, it would be a bit.
need to move yours a bit more centrally next. Can't see
Oh,
it. Um, so
okay.
okay, right. Let's go in with some line. I've got my Payne's grey. Let's go for the Land Rover. So this is Mark, my husband's Land Rover that he adores, even though it's noisy, uncomfortable, and incredibly unreliable, expensive to keep.
Cost you, it cost you a fortune to run. But it's only going up in value, Emma.
Well, that's what he
Apparently.
said. That's what he tells me.
Apparently.
I do note that he likes to drive my car as much as he can, though, because obviously it's comfortable. And right, I'm just going to turn that door shut.
Yeah, I'm shutting that door.
Hmm, quite wet in wet. This sort of
Yeah, it's quite a tricky one to do this with
when you've got to get that detail, but it's fine. I'm kind of quite enjoying that. I love the way the colour pencil feels on the wet. Right, and then I'm going to try
yeah,
and
same.
do a bit of definition of these fields.
And it's nice not to have to be waiting.
Yeah, just crack on. This would be a good technique out in the field. I'm going to add a bit of green so that I
Well, this
can
is
add
what
my.
I found in Portugal is when we were trying to do stuff out and about. It's just I just yeah, it would have been nice to have been able to do it all at once, and colour pencils would do that. Watercolor pencils, sorry.
Yeah, although things did dry quite quick out there, so
Yeah,
um, trying to get a bit of that green around the car now. It's dried a bit. Oh, I feel like you've done a good job on the car.
mm, mm.
I feel like I'm just going to darken the windows a bit just to give it a bit more definition.
Yeah. I don't feel like I'm finished yet on the car. Just moving about a bit. It's lovely going in with watercolor pencil when it's still
Mm.
wet.
It is. Feels really nice. And if it's just damp, it doesn't really bleed too much.
No.
Right, I think I might be done on that one. It's a bit messy, but that's fine. What are we? This one is day 9, yeah?
I wonder how white works.
Hmm.
I like it a little bit, Alice.
Still a bit wet, I think. My white.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's gonna be fairly dry, I think. You could also use non-watercolor pencils if it's dry enough.
Oh yeah.
I've got my trusty green, which I love for dark.
think I'm fussing with mine now.
I'm just quite enjoying the process.
Yeah.
It's different, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice next.
Yeah, different to what I usually do, definitely. I haven't got any spare. I don't really want to write day. I haven't got any
No, I
space.
regret writing that now.
Maybe I'll just do it on a little tiny bit down here. And this is day 9.
Yeah. Okay. You're done. Right, what is day 10? Oh, your barn. Hmm.
Where's my piece of paper? And there. Okay.
Right, let's go.
Hold on. Oh, yep.
No, we're going.
Okay, she's going. She's off.
That's fine. Got some green
Building here.
corner here.
Oh, it's gone quite dark, but that's fine.
Okay, it'll dry lighter.
Yeah. Right, go bold or go home.
Need a nice green to not quite bright enough, but
This is where my bright colours are coming in, quite handy.
yeah.
The bright barn blue and green.
It's quite an awkward perspective on this.
It is.
Could you not have stood somewhere a bit easier?
Well, none of it's very easy to get in.
No, I know.
So the barn on the left is the one of the cow sheds, and then the one on the right is part of Steve's workshop. Um, so yeah, these are kind of 2 main buildings on our farm. In a very pooey yard.
Well, where's my paintbrush gone then? Mhm. With a white watercolor pencil, if such a thing exists.
I've got one.
Do they
Um,
work?
well, they did a little bit on the Land Rover just to lighten it a bit, but
I could try and find a neon colour. Mm-hmm. Of course, you could work in neo colours as well if you've got neo colour twos.
yes. Quite busy sheds actually. There's quite a lot of different materials going on.
I know. That's the
Wood,
whole.
steel, concrete.
Yeah.
Hmm. I'm liking doing this kind of colour first.
Oh.
Going down, I ended up putting a bit of a pinky purpley thing there. A little bit much.
Yeah, the neo colours are nice when it's wet as well.
Are you using some?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Get you out just to kind of lighten up some of the darker bits I've done. There, that's done. Nice, Nikki.
Yeah, nice, Hannah. I'm really enjoying using this.
This is
Colour.
a whole, it gives a little lease of life. Yeah, there you go. I'll just move that up.
So that's day 10.
Day 10, yeah. So what have we got?
Mm.
Eight,
Hold on. I'm just gonna write day 10 somewhere. I
9.
wish I hadn't started writing these days.
Yeah, actually, what I've done is I've just done a date. I've dated mine. I did today's because we're filming this on the 7th. That was today's. And I just did a date stamp.
Oh, you're doing you're mixing it up.
Mixing it up, Nikki. Um,
Okay, so let's get my wheeze. So these are lovely, these ones. They're quite bright, but perfect for quick colour. And these Graphitin ones are much more muted or moody, as Emma would say. So but it's nice to have a combination of both actually.
it is. I've got Inktense ones, which are very bright, very
Yeah, great
intense.
though. For certain bits. Right,
So
that's
there we go.
number 3.
There's my 3 amongst all my colour pencils. Oh, I like those, Nikki.
Oh, I'm really pleased. Lovely
Good
little set,
colours. You like?
Emma.
Yeah, I really,
Nice.
I really like the Land Rover. The greens are very good.
Well, that there's a lot of lovely greens in the Graphitin
Mm.
watercolor set, and then I did use my trusty. If you're going to pick one color green ever, it's
Mm.
this Caran d'Ache Luminance. At the
That would-
number 719.
It's an unpronounceable colour, isn't it?
I'm not going to pronounce that now. Yeah, lovely. I'm pleased with that. Do you know, I'm really pleased with Blossom as well because goats are but a nemesis to me, really. But it's quite nice to have just the different colours. And I thought I'd picked a black, but it was indigo. But actually, the blue with the brown works really nicely.
Yeah,
And,
really good.
um, and I think I like that really dark on that building, actually. Add some depth to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good, Emma.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. I might do that a bit more this week for this set, seeing as we've started this week off with those.
Well, let's do this 7 days
Yeah, with
of
that technique.
watercolor. Yeah,
Yeah,
watercolor pencil
but
and
yeah,
paintbrush, and no pen,
and neocolours. Yeah,
or other than the jelly pen, or cat or
you do love setting yourself rules.
rules to live by. Yeah. Yeah, great. Okay. Well, we will be back next week with another um set for Farmvember. Be week 3, won't it? So
Yeah,
maybe we'll think of another challenge for that week.
yeah, good idea. Right then.
Okay,
See you next
great.
week.
Bye
Bye.
bye.